grandfather purchased it from a gentleman who had only had it for 4 years at that time. And then sometime roundabout in the 60s, my father purchased it from my grandfather. And, well, my father passed in 2004. Mom's had it since then. And then in 2009 is when I came from Philadelphia. I basically had enough of the corporate world and decided to get back into my family business.
So it's true. So, you know, explain the family business in the thought, okay, we're going to do cheese, we're going to do these other things, but take us back to the origin of it with your family and kind of where it's grown to now.
Well, the original, the first gentleman who built the building when the Route 30 opened in 1954, he was from Switzerland and he was a cheesemaker. And that's how he pretty much originated the business. He sold it to my grandfather. My grandfather continued with it. He retired back to Switzerland. And my grandfather was always one to spot a good opportunity. And from there, we continued to expand based on the availability of different cheeses, all the Swiss settlers in the area. Initially, we only really had one kind of cheese. Now we've got over 80. We have imports. We've got our local Amish country cheeses, which is the most popular at this point in time. A big seller for us is Troyer's Trail Bologna, which is also made down in Amish country. We also are an exclusive distributor of Haggie's chocolates in that area.
Oh, so you really dabble in all sorts of stuff, huh? Well, let's talk about what separates Shisler's Cheese House from other places, because cheese is not cheese. You take a lot of pride in the cheese that you sell out of your place.
Well, yes, we only sell the highest quality, and this is by our own standards. This is time tested. Again, we have been in business for, this year will be 61 years. So it has been quite a journey, and we make sure that ours is always the premium, always the #1 best from our area. There are a lot of other competitors that we have that are much more price focused. We're more quality focused than anything else. And of course, we've also got the ideal location.
So let's get into the cheese house itself, what people can expect when they come on in. You're kind of in my neck of the woods. I live in Wadsworth. You guys are just down the road from us a little bit, so I've been there, frequented it, and love your store, and love your product and everything. But, you know, talk a little bit for people who haven't been there, because I think it really would pay dividends for people to jump in the car and go visit to see what you guys have there.
Oh, yes. Well, #1, as far as one of the things we pride ourselves on above and beyond our competitors is we've got the highest level of customer service. Okay, we're very careful to, you know, on who we hire. We make sure that all of our employees are properly trained and that they do have a pleasant predisposition and that they're very highly focused on customer service. We don't charge any extra for, you know, slicing or cubing or any of that type of thing. We make sure that everyone is well taken care of. It appears to be a bit rustic. It is a country atmosphere, so therefore it's more of a local staple, that type of thing. A lot of people pass by us on their way out to Amish country for, you know, tourism purposes and all that. And we've got all the best flavors of Amish country.
With us is Dennis Shisler with Shisler's Cheese House in Orrville. They are our business of the week here at 1590 WAKR. So inside the business, you've got the cheese and, as you mentioned, the trail bologna stuff. Now, talk about your customers coming in. Are they able to get it sliced and cubed? Do you have all that available? Can they get it done by you? Talk about the experience inside the store, Dennis.
Yes, we do have it available, sliced, cubed, however, that type of thing. We have pre-made bags, pre-cut, but again, we also cut to order. Probably our primary product that most people want is our Swiss cheese, which we keep out at room temperature for a certain period of time, as long as we're able to, you know, and maintain health department standards. However, cheese is best served at room temperature. So therefore, a lot of people, they come in and they say, why is yours better than it is everywhere else? That's part of it, yes. But again, we focus on quality. We make sure that we have the #1 quality product. But we will cut it to order, any size that you want, anywhere. We've had people buy 50 pounds at a time. We will slice anything. We also have like locally made bacon and ham, those types of products. And again, our standard of service is the highest in the area. So therefore, we will take good care of our customers. Everything can, like I said, either be made to order. If you're in a hurry, we do have some pre-made bags.
Dennis, what about, we're coming upon the season of graduation parties. It is a season for parties and gatherings, weddings, all that stuff. What about trays? Can I order trays through you guys? And if so, how much time do you need?
You can order trays. We prefer that they're ordered a day in advance. That is my mom's famous art. That's the one thing that she will not share with anyone else. She has taught me the trade. She has taught me how to take good care of customers. She's taught me how to market the business, how to network, that type of thing. But the one thing that she's really touchy about is she's the one who makes the trays. For her, that's her fine art that she's blessed with. She can make geometrical trays that are absolutely amazing.
So you need at least a day in advance. Yes,
we need at least a day in advance, especially for one of her artistic sliced trays. Now, we can make cube trays a little bit quicker, but at the same time, of course, the more advanced notice, the better in that case.
Made-to-order trays, I mean, like you said, the Swiss cheese. Could I say, hey, Dennis, I want a tray. It's strictly Swiss cheese and trail bologna, and you may say, well, you might want some of this, and you could say, well, I just want the Swiss. Can it be made to order whatever I want?
It can be made to order whatever you want. That's not a problem. Of course, we do make suggestions because of the fact that we're the experts. We know how to combine. We know the proper combinations, and we know what's local, what's imported, that type of thing. But we have had some pretty off-the-wall requests, and we have honored them. We don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so clue me in here because I love cheese, and that's why I go here. Give me a cheese that's kind of off the radar a little bit that you would recommend. Like I love the Swiss. I love a lot of the imported cheeses. I love the Amish country cheeses. But give me one that you would say off the radar a little bit. Not everybody knows about it, but you should try.
Oh, well, that's actually difficult. Well, it's not that it's a tough question. It's just that I've got about 15 answers for that. But one that I will tell you about that has become really famous ever since we've improved our web presence is Amish butter cheese. Now, we've gotten a really good position for that on Google, so we ship that a lot, quite a bit. What that is it's very similar to Havarti, which is imported from Denmark. It's got a very bold flavor. To where usually the Swiss and the Colby and the Marble, which are our famous local cheeses, those are much more mild. The Amish butter cheese has got a much more bold flavor. So we do have customers come in. We suggest that. We do also have the Danish Havarti. Of course, anything imported is going to cost more. But the Amish butter cheese is very bold. Another one is if you do like spicy cheeses, we have got a habanero cheddar that is absolutely incredible. Now, again, yeah, that's a matter of preference because not everybody can handle those.
How hot is that?
It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot. Now, it is reasonable. It is within reason. I like hot stuff myself, and I can actually sit there and eat that plain. I don't have a problem. Now, we have some that are just made for people who want to take a hero test and, be brave and put hair on their chest and whatever else. Those are another story. But the habanero is reasonable. It can be eaten straight, but it is pretty hot.
You know what I like to do with it, with the hot, like pepper cheeses and stuff? I like to slice them real thin and then put them inside a calzone and let it melt inside a calzone or something like that. That's how I usually buy that hot cheese, or maybe something like that cheddar habanero cheese, and have that melt on something. That sounds good.
Yes, that is really good. Now, I'll tell you this, cheddar is more meant to be eaten by itself, or it's not as good for melting because natural cheeses, they tend to separate a little bit. Probably what you're used to using is like pepper jack or hot pepper cheese, which we have those as well. Those are processed cheeses, and I think processed cheeses get a bad rap sometimes. They're really good for cooking with, like you said, melting inside of a calzone. They're very good for that type of thing. As far as the habanero cheddar, it probably won't spread out quite as well, but it depends. If you like to bite into,
I'm a big, my cheeses, I love cheddar, and I love them. I'm kind of old-fashioned. I like the cheddar, and I like the Swiss cheese. And my wife gets this other one. It's like an Italian cheese. It's very similar to like a Parmesan.
Okay.
She slices it really thin, and I put it on crack. I just love that cheese. But anyways, let's talk about your web presence. Talk about the website. If you have Facebook, phone number, address, let's get all that out for our listeners.
Okay, yes. Well, as far as my website goes, and that was my primary addition to the business. When I came in 2009, that was when I built the e-commerce website. Now, that is located at www.cheesehouse.com.
Cheesehouse.com.
Yes. Now, I didn't want anybody to have to spell our last name. I've had a difficult time with that with other businesses. So therefore, I got cheesehouse.com. Fortunately, I was early enough to where it wasn't that expensive. And what I did was I've got 300 products on there. Some of the baked goods you can't really get because they don't ship well. But for the most part, all of our products are on there. We are located at the corner of Route 30 and Kidron Road. It's technically in Orville. That's the address, although a lot of people, when they see it there on Route 30, it's not in the city of Orville. You know, people think it's Kidron, Dalton, that type of thing. But it's 55 Kidron Road. We can be reached at area code 330-682-2105.
All right. Schisler's Cheese House, our 1590 WAKR Business of the Week. Dennis Shisler has been with us in studio. Give it a check out, the video, the audio interviews at WAKR.net, and our YouTube page, by the way. Dennis, congratulations. Love your product. Love what you guys do locally. It's good to have someone really paying attention to the cheese industry and all of our bellies, for sure. We appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Dennis Shisler with us, our 1590 WAKR Business of the Week. Again, brought to you by our good friends at Here Inc. and TLCK.